What's up, guys? We are back at it. We're finally going to watch some of the actual International Legion for the defense of Ukraine content. This is the largest ILDU International Legion channel. I don't know if it's official or not. Seems like they primarily focus on just a couple of different units, but this one specifically says the bloodiest battle of the Chosen Company. A lot of you guys have asked me to check out Chosen Company. I actually had never heard of Chosen until I started making this content, and I think I have seen part of this, but it's a long video, so I'm going to split it up into two. This will be a two-parter, and then there actually is another video as well, a part 2 of this, so this will end up being probably like 4 videos or something. But real quick, my name is Saxon. I went by Vegas in the International Legion. I was a firefighter and an EMT in Texas before I came to Ukraine. I came to Ukraine at the beginning of 2023, joined the International Legion. That wasn't my intention. I came to use my EMT license, and they made it clear the best way I could be of service was in the Legion. So I ended up joining the Legion and training, and then being deployed to the front line. I was in the Legion for a handful of months, had some realizations, came home. I've been back and forth to Ukraine multiple times now. I am currently in Ukraine, and I'm here to stay, at least for the foreseeable future, to the end of the war. I'm no longer in the Legion. I'm making content now, some more cool content to come. In fact, I'm posting another My Experience video, my experiences in the Legion and in Ukraine video, that'll be up hopefully by the time this one's posted. Anyways, I'll stop rambling. Let's check this shit out. For those of you who don't know, Chosen is obviously a unit in the International Legion. They've got some really cool footage, so I'm excited to check this out. Viewer discretion advised.
We based a lot of our assumptions and planning for Pervo 2 on our success in Pervo 1. And woohoo!
Let's go, boys!
That guy's a medic. I was also combat medic in the Legion.
Stay down, stay down! Cover! Careful.
hurry.
Go! Shoot the giant, the big one! Patrick!
Where is it?
Stop.
Is it mine?
Yeah.
Where?
Right there.
Here we go, baby. Here we go.
Pervo is the second last town before coming into Donetsk city itself. You could literally see the lights from the city at nighttime in Pervo. So the goal was obviously to get into Pisky and then start pushing Pisky to eventually try and make plans to go into Donetsk city.
Yeah, we did about 2 weeks of like pre-op training. So we used like a blown out village area to do like entering, clearing a building, you know, dropping grenades into like the cellars or like the basements. Maneuvering on rubble. Yeah, maneuvering over rubble, through rubble. Before that point, we had only done like 12 to 16 man operations. And this one we had 40, basically the whole unit. I think there's 42 of us and 8 Ukrainians.
We had expected to be out there for probably a few days, just by clearing during the day, holding at night, clearing at night if we could. We did quite a lot of...
This is interesting. This is the way they operate is much different than how we did in when I was in Charlie platoon, but we were also a much smaller unit. I was in specifically Charlie 3, which was primarily English speakers. Charlie 1 and Charlie 2 was primarily Spanish. So maybe Charlie 1 and Charlie 2 were doing more operations like this, but we typically, when we went on mission, there was about 4 of us Legionnaires attached to an entire Ukrainian infantry brigade or platoon, right? Like 30 guys or something, 40.
Aerial reconnaissance, and we reviewed all the footage, each position. But
Something about I could tell off the bat with these guys is they know what the fuck's up, right? He mentioned how they trained before this operation, including how to maneuver over rubble because they knew what the terrain was like in the area that they were going to operate. Very smart. Drone surveillance, having drone surveillance early on, and then having this video to replay over and over and over, so you know the area like the back of your hand before you go. So smart, invaluable. It's very, they're great combat tactics.
the teams are going to take.
Been getting air alarms all day today.
And we knew what we were doing, where we had to be, and where we were going to assault.
Every single person in the unit, from the bottom guy all the way to our higher ups, everyone looked at the footage, everyone had an input, everyone had a voice on planning the mission.
But again, the battle space changes constantly, so there might be more time to prepare as developments occur, or there might be less time as developments and opportunities present themselves.
Prior to that op, we had changed up our loadout quite a bit. We had ended up making some different explosive devices just to kind of deal with the issue we ran into on Pervo 1 of the bunkers basically being kind of impenetrable.
In some positions, the Russians would knock out basement walls and dig tunnels. So you can't really just use a grenade to kill everyone in a bunker. We'd take the big non-stop containers, empty it out, and then we'd put a kilogram, 800 to 1,000 grams of high explosive in it with a 3-second grenade.
Seen this strategy used by another unit as well, but non-stops. Non-stops are like the lifeblood of infantrymen here in Ukraine. Everybody drinks non-stops. You wake up, you drink a non-stop. Before bed, you drink a fucking non-stop. It's crazy. And on operations, you probably half your bag is ammo, the other half is non-stops.
Fuse.
The day before Pervo, we started doing the final preparations for the operation. We went through the drone footage one more time, did our battle ready ops for the equipment, gear, grenades, whatever we needed for the operation. This operation was going to be a long operation, so we were going to go in heavy, a lot of grenades, a lot of anti-tank weapons.
Missing some fingers.
A lot of basically everything.
We knew that it was going to be a big push, and it was going to be a long assault. And the goal obviously was, like I said, to get to the bridge and then to dig in and hold at the bridge.
Morale was high, we were making jokes. I remember we were singing Dumb Ways to Die. Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die. Getting shot by a sniper in the head, stepping on a mine and blowing off your leg.
So we have this, we had this really dark humor thing going on where when we knew that a mission would come up, we had like a kind of countdown where it's like, oh, you're alive for 14 days, you're alive for 10 days, oh, it's just one more day, tomorrow you're gonna die.
Everybody going into an operation.
Sounds strange, right? Or dark, but having that kind of humor, singing, having funny little traditions like we got 8 more days to die, 7 more, it keeps you light in a time where it's very easy to be dark and let your thoughts take a hold. And so humor is just so important for the morale. Also, you see some of these guys do not have their faces covered and some do. Most people cover their face, and same when I was in the Legion, because of all of the Russian sympathizers and basically trolls that will we had, for instance, multiple occasions where these people would find our photos, they would look us up, find our information, they would call our parents and say, "Hey, just wanted to let you know your son died serving in Ukraine." And of course we didn't. We were still alive, but they would fuck with the families like that, which would fuck with your head because then your family's blowing you up. I mean, imagine that, right? So a lot of the guys cover their faces for this. Also, there's, in a lot of cases, there's bounties on some higher ranking International Legion soldiers or officers. There's bounties like Krakow, who was one of my commanders, had 100,000 USD bounty on his head in the Legion. He's a Polish guy, Krakow.
Has a sense of anxiety because they're going into the unknown and they know that that could be a potential death sentence for them. So there's always anxiety, and I get that same anxiety. But the moment that I step off, I go from being anxious to totally calm. And that's just my style. That's just my hard wiring. There are other people who they maintain that level of anxiety and their fear can kind of spike at different times. And I think that's also a good thing too, because you want to have that motivation to do something extraordinary or continue fighting or fight somebody to the bitter end. So there's nothing wrong with that, you know, and there's also a place for people being very calm. So, you know, it just takes all different sorts of types of people to do these types of jobs.
I was pretty happy, and most of the guys were pretty happy, and morale was high, especially in July, due to the successes we had.
Based on the success of, you know, our prior mission in Pervo, we decided to go back to the same spot the next week and attack the same way.
My GoPro just stopped recording, so I had to start it again. Let's hope it records the whole time. Alright, 5 minutes till step. 5 minutes.
Just stay 10 feet in behind me, okay? 10 feet behind our team. You right up with me, let's go.
Right behind you, Jumbo.
All teams, RC vehicle, on the road. Do not approach, do not touch.
You're going first. I will be the third and Baymax will be the last.
Where are we moving?
We are moving to the side of this building with the rest of the team.
Roger.
Watch your step.
Alright boys, you ready?
Ready? Yep.
Alright, let's show these mongrel dog cunts why they should fear Charlie Company, eh?
Oh yeah.
All call signs, this is Bravo, moving now, out.
Bravo, Roger, hold.
Ah, shit.
Put it back. 24 hours before the operation was about to start, we get sent out to the Ukrainian positions closest to where we are going to attack. So during the night, we infill into the city, into Pervomaisk.
Humvees to come, they were taking us in groups in our squads, you know, we had 4 squads, so about 4 Humvee trips. And I remember as we're just waiting for the Humvees to show up, we have night vision, we're just kind of sitting around.
Interesting camo pattern. It's like that old school woodland. I haven't seen that out here before.
Talking, bullshitting, where I'm sitting there in the dark, and we had some Ukrainian engineers who spoke English. And I looked at one of them and I said, "Hey," and he's like, "What?" And I was like, "I have a question." Batanya. He's like, "Sure." So, buckwheat. Why do you guys fucking eat so much buckwheat? And he looks at me and he goes, "Because it fucking grows everywhere, bro." And I'm like, makes sense why you guys eat a lot of buckwheat.
In the Pervo 2 operation, we entered Pervo.
This is like there's like a common hatred among Legionnaires and buckwheat, because Legionnaires are from all over the country and they're not used to eating buckwheat breakfast, lunch, and fucking dinner. Dude, it's insane. For breakfast, it's buckwheat and sausages. For lunch, it's buckwheat and fish. for dinner it's buckwheat and chicken. No joke, man. Like, it got to the point where just the consistency would make some of the guys gag.
Pervo the night before and stayed there approximately 24 hours in kind of a makeshift bunker. It was more of like a, you know, structure that had received some damage over the course of the hostilities there, and it had kind of a dugout area in the basement, so we waited there.
The evening comes. I think the operation started at like 1900 the day after. I am a point man. I've always been point man, so I was supposed to be the first man. We got a Ukrainian sapper with us that was going to clear the way, but I was right behind him. We go up to position Baghdad. There is the closest Russian position that we was supposed to clear.
I was a Charlie team leader for this operation, and the way we had it set up is we had a company assault that was going to assault Pervomaisk in the north and the south. We had it divided up into 2 sectors, north and south. My team specifically was supposed to start the assault by taking objective Baghdad. So in the drone recon footage that we took, we knew that we could not approach position Baghdad directly from the west due to anti-personnel mines and booby traps that we had seen within the trench and in front of it. So we had to get in behind it.
I want you guys to cover me in chicken. Yeah. Not tough.
Oh, that might have been a fucking non-stop.
Oh shit.
Sure, cunt, if that's a fucking non-stop.
Charlie, this is Bravo. Confirm that explosion was a Red Bull, over.
It was Charlie, throwing us.
Oh, it was a Red Bull.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Damn.
Roger, acknowledged. Can this call sign step off now, over? Cunt, that's fucked.
Step off, be advised.
We're there waiting, we can hear the battle start. And for us, for Bravo, it was on us to wait for Charlie they had a position to clear on their way up to us. I believe that position was named Baghdad.
Push up, Jumbo! Yeah! Moving! The position was like rubble. It was like a caved-in house, and the Russians were barricaded in the bunker under them, and the Russians had barricaded all the entrances with other rubble, besides a single one in the middle of the house. Ready, Frank?
I've already fragged it twice.
Okay.
Can you get in there?
Getting in.
There's guys might be in there.
Yeah. That guy's in there. We start throwing in grenades and improvised explosives. There is an entrance facing east. It looks like almost like a murder hole. God damn. We couldn't really find the entrance to this position. So we started throwing in hand grenades through this murder hole. Something caught fire in there.
Get it right in that hole.
When this happened, now the battle really starts, and more sporadic gunfire starts, more artillery, more drones.
No, there's no sufficient opening, bro.
It must be inside the house. Get down!
After the explosions went off, yes, the Russians then knew we were there. So that's when a lot of IDF and machine gun fire started opening up.
Drop her!
Drop her!
other teams in the south part of Pervo-Mayask were able to start their assault while I was supposed to be assaulting in conjunction with.
You can tell this is earlier on in the war because it doesn't look like any of these soldiers are carrying any kind of jamming devices like we have seen in the past in some of the more recent combat footage.
Bravo team. So I knew that we had to move up and get online with Bravo so that we can then start assaulting through Pervo-Mayask together, being online.
Roger. Get in the bad guys. We've got 2
Once they deemed that the Russians couldn't effectively fight from that position, they would then push forward to me. So once that was clear, I believe they radioed to me saying that they were now on their way. So it was now for us to then push out and go.
Slava Ukraine. Good?
Yep.
Get us the launcher.
Launcher, we need the launcher. C90, C90.
We step off for the objective, and the first thing that we see when we come out of the bunker is a drone overhead.
Enemy drones overhead. Fuck.
Enemy drone.
Can you see it?
Yeah, right there. You shoot it?
Confirm enemy drone over Kyiv, over.
Although you don't want to shoot down and engage friendly drones, when all the drones look the same and nothing is done to distinguish what is friendly and what isn't, you know, you're not going to take the risk. So we start crawling out of Kyiv. We see the drones, and they're like, Dave, what do we do? I'm like, fuck it, just shoot it. So we start shooting at it.
Yeah, I'm going to come back in.
We have to fucking shoot it.
Yeah.
Fuck you, cunt.
Oh, stop.
It's very hard to hit a drone. They're very small.
Yeah.
But when you do fire at them, it usually prompts them to leave or at least get further away. So if they're going to watch us, they're going to watch us. That's fine. The ones we're concerned about are the droppers, the ones that drop the grenades on us.
We're ready to the end, all.
Yep.
The Ukrainian sapper would lead us out of Kyiv, across the road adjacent to Kyiv there, and he would lead us down.
Let's go. Around those buildings.
Is that friendly over us?
Okay.
Yeah.
Go. Oh, we're moving, boys.
Shoot off a bomb, I think. Run out.
It's got nothing hanging. It's got nothing hanging. This is Bravo. Say again, over.
Mason.
On my team, we worked entirely as just our teams this time. It wasn't like a mixed-up group. We did have some additional support. We had, some snipers with us as well that were supposed to hang back and provide overwatch. I guess they made the decision not to do that just due to the fact that there was not any elevation for them to get good shots, so they rolled with us. We pushed forward, and we were trying to maintain like our lane with our sister group over here, Alpha. We're moving forward with them. We ended up pushing forward without any resistance pretty far, probably about a good 200 to 300 meters before we got our first contact, which was a supposedly a regional or local HQ position or a bunker position, and it was heavily fortified. They had some traps set up in there, like one of the standing buildings had stacks of AT mines in all the corners.
Machine gun's right where that second round hit.
We get to the first Russian position, which was like...
AT mines are typically pressure operated, right? And a lot of pressure, like they're anti-tank, right? So tanks, any armor. But I'm sure if you were to shoot a stack of them, that would be pretty bad.
Like a small bunker / cellar, and we start shooting at it. We're taking fire back. We're throwing grenades at it.
Hey, CB. Yeah.
Through that room.
We gotta go forward. One guy on that machine gun. You guys cover.
While we were fighting through this, we had to be very careful not to throw anything that could get close to those AT mines, because that would have just killed fucking everybody if one of them had gone off. We ended up fighting through that position. We thought we'd kill all the Russians in there. We learned a little bit later that we did not.
A lot of grenades down there, and we thought we cleared it, so we said, fuck it, let's go. We kept moving on. So we kept pushing.
O'clock, green sandbag is also friendly position.
After the last friendly line, we are pushing to the more forwards. Maybe it was like 100 meters, and we find the enemy bunkers. So we team leaders setting the baseline.
He sounds Ukrainian.
And put into the machine gun positions.
Fire support team, move up on Finian! Fire support team, moving!
So me and the teammate asserting to the bunker. So we are more forward, but there was in the front, they don't have something good cover. So we just holding the position, shooting to the bunker.
Yeah.
Try to find a good covering for the asserting. So my teammate got a shot, and I have a ricochet in my left chase.
Fuck! I can't! Help me!
Hey! Get there! I'm hit! I will go there. Window! Can you walk? Go! Go!
We got to the point where we had to now cross the road to get over to the other side to then start pushing forward, because where we were right now was...
I say good shit because the way that they handled that casualty right there seemed pretty much spot on, right? He took a hit, he went down, immediately he pulled his tourniquet off, which is how you're trained, keep it somewhere you can access it quickly. He pulled his tourniquet off. The buddy right next to him stopped and went to help him with his tourniquet. The Viking-looking dude stepped up, provided cover fire, and then moved up to where the casualty was, provided more cover fire, told him to get back. I mean, it seems perfect to me.
Where Charlie were going to come up in a few minutes to then help support us.
Everyone over here. There's a cellar entrance on this side of the building. Watch it.
Yeah, we're gonna frag it. Okay.
No, we're gonna have it fucking fire support here. Cellar entrance to the cellar's just there on the corner. Okay.
Again, to be clear, guys, I'm not rating how they're doing this or even here to give them criticism or anything like that, because the majority of these guys have more combat experience than I do, right? I'm just giving my input, my thoughts. That's it. I mean, these guys seem like they're very well trained.
FSG, watch that wall. Watch to the right. And Yorkie, watch their backs, okay?
Did it?
Stay down, stay down.
Right across the road from us was the infamous red brick building where the Russians were in that we could not clear. And we thought we'd have a better luck this time because at this stage we had made our own sort of hand grenades. We called them non-stop bombs. We're across the road from red brick. I'm sort of figuring out trying what to do. But I thought we could at least push across the road. But it was at this stage pretty much where everything just went not really bad, but really intense.
This is Bravo. My call sign is 10 meters south across the road from the red brick. Over.
Roger. You'll be advised you have the friendlies moving up the phone.
This is Bravo. Roger. Over. Hey, Charlie's gonna be pushing up from our fucking southwest now. Okay.
We need to move that direction to link up with Bravo. Let's go. 2 guys in front of me. Sapper first. Let's go.
Come on, guys. Sapper up front.
Oh shit.
You good?
Yeah. Let's go. We have to move. We have to.
Moving.
After being in comms with the team leader in Bravo, Dave, I had to try and find him. So as we were walking up, like I said, we were coming under a lot of fire.
To move.
Where? Over there?
That's Keith. We need to go there.
Where?
South building. That brick. Right there.
As we were pushing up, there was some separation between myself and the rest of the team at some point, and one of our guys in the team succumbed to a dropper drone, and he became a casualty.
Man down! Man down! Man down! Who's down? Jumbo's down! We need to... Push up!
There's such little hard cover, right? There's a big difference between cover and concealment, right? And this is all concealment for the most part, right? It makes it hard for the enemy to see you. But any round is going to shoot straight through these bushes, these tree trunks, you know. There's no hard cover. And even these dilapidated buildings, I bet most rounds would just sail through.
Push it up! Hold on! Yeah! Let's go!
For this operation, if we knew that if we were going to take casualties, that we had to stay in the firefight and keep fighting. So if the casualty was taken, they were to find cover and hold out, and then we would come and retrieve them later.
And there's a thing in the military that everybody says, like, we'll never leave a person behind. But the thing is like, it doesn't play out that way in reality. And it was the right decision because he ended up surviving. Now, if the entire team had stopped and we had tried to lift him out of there, we would have been the perfect target for a dropper or a drone. And we probably all would have been injured and he probably would have died. So, you know, it's counterintuitive to think that leaving a guy for now is the right thing to do because it's so driven into you to never leave anybody behind, but that's just the way it is. It's not what you expect all the time.
So we just kept on pushing and we got to this weird building that had like these diamond shapes in the wall.
What he's talking about is very common practice, you could say, in the Legion. You're trained to administer self-aid and basically buckle up and hold out for as long as you can, because very rarely are you going to have a QRF or a CAS evac team be able to come support you or take out the casualties. And maybe in an actual Ukrainian unit when they have more elements at their disposal. But a group like this where every element is currently fighting, you got to hold out, you know, put a tourniquet on, pack the wound, put pressure on it, whatever you can, and fucking pray, I guess.
Like you could kind of like see through, like it was a wall full of these diamond like see-throughs. Might have been a Russian position. Apparently there was a bunch of anti-tank mines in it.
Let's leave it at this. I just saw it's already 34 minutes. So this will be part 1 of the bloodiest battle of the Chosen Company, and click next for part 2. Love you guys. Be right back.